Happy Friday, everybody. It is Danny Boy with you, Bill Corpus Crispy. How's it going, buddy?
Going good, dude. We made it through another week.
Indeed, man. Indeed, another week. Um, Slow week, you know, but ultimately, like this week went by pretty quick. Um, in terms of like the work and the daily lives of us, but in terms of sports, a little slow. But that's okay. We need some slowness with all the crap that's going on with our baseball team specifically. By the way, we owe you a Bombers banter. Um,
We do owe these lovely people another Bombers banter.
we'll decide on it sometime next week or so. Um,
And you want to know something? What you said about about the state of our baseball teams. I gotta tell you, my shout out to my awesome girlfriend Samantha Black.
okay.
For those of you who don't know, Samantha Black, who is my girlfriend, she's a Met fan.
Yep.
Yes, you're right. I am dating a Met fan. So Sam posts on her Instagram chat, her Instagram stories. It's at the state of New York baseball right now, and it had both the Yankees and Mets logo in a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
And the story was playing the song "Ring of Fire"
Yeah.
by Johnny Cash.
Yeah. And she's right.
No,
Both
she is right.
and look, this is not us Yankee fans hating on the Mets because we're too whatever you want to call it about the Yankees. Um no, this is not us hating on the Mets. This is the truth. Fact of the matter is both of these teams have stunk. They've been terrible. For all the crap we talk about the Yankees, and we give a lot of crap to them. We have not done nearly the same with the Mets, and we should be because Juan Soto's hitting 185 in last God knows how many games. Pete Alonso slumping. Francisco Lindor, I think he's still trying to find whatever groove he's trying to find. Those are your big three, you know, and then they still don't have a true starting pitching ace. I know they say David Pearson, but let's be honest about that. Who's the guy? But we'll talk more baseball and batter up on on Sunday with Mike Rifkin, Olaf's guy, and maybe me. I don't know, maybe not. But in any case, um, not much to talk about, but I will say this, Bill. Seeing football again on my TV screens, it's pretty nice.
It is very nice.
Yeah.
Giants have their first preseason game tomorrow.
I think the Jets do as well. So that's gonna be awesome. Last night, my television station had the Ravens on, so um, it was good watching the Ravens, um, and stuff. Even better, it would be nice to watch the Jets, and I'm hearing a lot of good things about the Jets in terms of the defense, not so much on the offensive side, but that's okay. It's practice. Get the whatever kinks, work it out, and then hopefully you're ready for the season. But it is very nice to have football back in our lives, Bill.
Yes.
Yep. And, you know, now that it is back, we'll have more football coverage coming up.
Ah, that's great.
I'm sure the old ops guy is reeling in this Micah Parsons contract situation. You'll definitely have more on that. Did you know? Do you want to see the proposed trade he had for me,
Let's hear it.
Micah Parsons? This guy, and I love the old ops guy.
Oh, we
This
do too.
guy, this guy wants to trade Micah Parsons to the Jets for Garrett Wilson. I think he was partially kidding, but partially not. Um, but I told him no to keep dreaming and it'll never happen. And as a matter of fact, I gave an actually serious offer. I was like, if you really want us to get Micah Parsons, we'll take him. You can have Elijah Vera Tucker, who is unknown. He's a great tackle, great right guard. I mean, he's a great guard, but injured and can't, at times can't stay healthy. Um, but has a lot of upside. And I told him you can have Brees too. So, and then we'll gladly sign Micah Parsons to a big contract extension, um, and stuff. So, but I think he was half kidding, but half not.
Yeah, I yeah, we'll see what happens with that situation because let me tell you, I was talking to a Cowboys fan last week who was not a Lops guy, and and he said Jerry Jones sucks because he's going to let Michael Parsons walk. Watch.
Yeah. But does he suck though? He missed like 4 games last season. That's a lot of time. Like, why would you want to commit to someone real quick here? Why would you want to commit to someone that is hurt and he's hurt right now? So why would you want to commit to someone that can't be trusted to be healthy right now? Like if
Yeah,
you can give me a year, he's on his 5th year option, right? If you can give me a year of Micah Parsons being healthy, cool. But he's on his 5th year option and he's hurt. Why would you want to commit to that? Makes no sense. I get he's a great player. It's not about his ability to play. His ability to play is great, but he has to be healthy, in my honest opinion. And he has to show he can play nearly a full season, not a whole season. I'm not talking 17, but give me most of a season where you could be healthy and play at your high level.
I agree.
So my honest thoughts on that. Again, I think Olaf's guy will have more on that. We'll have more on it soon when we start our football show. I believe Rifkin and Noah are doing the Wishbone right now, so stay tuned for the Wishbone Shotgun podcast wherever you get your podcasts, all across Sports City Network and stuff. But like I said, we have preseason games starting yesterday. Uh, Ravens beat the Colts 24-16. Eagles beat the Bengals 34-27. And the Seahawks and Raiders tied at 23. And then Friday slated games, Lions, Falcons, Browns, Panthers, and then of course in my area we have the Commanders playing the Patriots in Foxborough. So um and then of course the Giants. I heard Jackson Dart's gonna play.
I'm excited to see this tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm excited too. I'm excited for him.
I'm excited to see how he's going to do. And he's going off against Nate Moser's beloved Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, going off against Nate Moser's beloved Buffalo Bills. Let's see what happens there.
Yeah. Are they in Buffalo?
I think they are, yeah.
Very cool. By the way, the final season in that stadium for the Bills, before they open up their new palace. The palace that Bill is paying for in Buffalo.
Hey, I'm paying for it.
Yeah, you should get free tickets.
Yeah, I should get free tickets. I should get a permanent suite there for life.
Exactly.
And you want to know something? Because I have said this before. You know when there's a snowstorm in Buffalo, which is like what, 95% of the time,
Right?
and they call on the people to go dig themselves out of the stadium for 20 bucks an hour. I would do it just for the experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would do it just for like, hey, I get 20 bucks, I get free tickets. So sure, what the hell? I
Yeah.
get $20 an hour and I get free tickets. So what am I complaining about? Okay, the snow's probably heavy and it's gonna suck, but $20 an hour and free tickets, dude, that's nothing to complain about.
Yeah. Can
We
you
get free
imagine?
tickets, and
Yeah.
that's why we're shoveling the snow.
Yeah, can you imagine going into Jersey having to sign uh uh tax documents to get paid $20 an hour and then having to shovel out MetLife so that the Giants can play? Like, you know,
If you were still living in New York, if there was if there was a big snowstorm, like, all right, Jet Army, we need your ass over there to dig us out. Would you do it? We'll pay you 20
no.
bucks and we'll give you free tickets.
I'm sorry. No. The first of all, the Jets gave me COVID the last time I went there. So,
I'm
screw
not
that.
laughing at COVID. That sucks, but
Yeah. So screw them. But no, because I don't want to subject myself to another jet disaster. Can you imagine doing everything possible? I come in, I shovel out MetLife Stadium just so the Jets can play, and then they play horrible. Like it's stuff like that love hate, more hate than love with the Jets. Like you can't do that to yourself. You really can't. And the money's not that enticing. You know, it really should be like $40 an hour to shovel that piece of crap, you know? And all the nightmares that I get from that stadium. It's just terrible.
it's a shitty stadium.
Yeah. So I wouldn't do it. Even if it is a free ticket to the game. I wouldn't do it. Oh, and by the way, even if it were a free ticket bill, it'll still be empty.
No Jet fans.
Be honest though, it'd be empty.
Oh, it'd be totally empty.
Golly. Football's back. We're excited.
Yeah, ask us in about 4 months.
Yeah, when the Yankees are out of the playoffs and we have to wait for the Knicks.
And that's
Uh,
what Sam was saying the exact same thing. Samantha was saying the exact same thing.
yeah.
She was saying, she was saying, you know, she was saying the exact same thing. She said, I kind of really do, though I do watch the Jets, I kind of given up because they kind of suck. It's like, that Family Guy thing about the Mets going opening day and here's the first pitch and the season's over.
Yeah.
We can't really do that joke because the Mets are actually somewhat decent again.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
but now it's like, welcome to NFL kickoff weekend with the New York Jets. Here's the kick and the season's over.
Yeah. Um, well, fans like Sam, um, understand I'm with you on that with the Jets at least, and it's bad. It's bad. But the goal here, be competent this season. That's all I'm asking for. I don't want to be a laughing stock. I don't care if I honestly don't care if they make the playoffs or not. Just look like a competent football team. If you go 9-8 and you look competent, okay, you lose close games here and there, you win a lot of close games, or you win a blowout here and there. Yeah, like I would much rather that than being under 500 and losing poorly, which is what the Jets have done over the past few seasons.
Yeah, the Jets are yeah, the Jets and who knows? Or in 4 months we may be depressed about the Jets and the Giants.
I really hope we're not, though. Like, I really hope we're not. Because, I'm tired of talking about the losing. Like, aren't you tired of talking about losing with our football
I
team?
am too.
Like, no, like, can you imagine a season where both, I mean, and we almost had it in 2022. Can you imagine a season where both the Jets and the Giants are good? Like that would rock the football world in New York like crazy, you know?
Oh my God, New York would be partying for weeks.
Meaningful December football, both New York teams, and yes, New York teams are in it. Can you imagine that?
We have to say, no, all three New York teams.
Hmm. Well, New York City teams. Um, can you imagine the football landscape of New York City?
Oh, we would be partying for months, dude. You and I would be
Come on now.
all 18 weeks here on this show. We would be like doing backflips.
Me and Bill be fighting right now. Like who's better, Jets or Giants?
And we'd be doing that in the best way possible.
I'm sorry, man. Like I'm tired of losing. Give me a winning year. Give me a season where we're talking optimism and not all this pessimistic bullcrap. You
I
know?
know. I just want make New York football great again.
Yes.
Please.
You know, the Bills can have their thing. Why not have our thing? You
And
know?
listen, they're doing their thing rather well.
I'm happy for Nate Moser. I'm happy for all the Buffalo Bills fans out there, the Adam Readers of the world. Hopefully he's doing great. He used to be part of our podcast network and stuff. You know, like everyone that I've gotten to know from that area, I'm really happy for them. But it's our time. You know, I'm happy for the Ravens fans around this area. I'm happy for the Commanders fans around this area. Specifically you, Bill, you're not happy because everyone's depressed.
No, I'm not. I'm not happy. I'm pretty damn depressed.
You know,
I'm pretty damn freaking depressed, to be honest.
uh, football today, football tomorrow. It'll be good
If
for
only it
you.
meant something.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. I know, but it will
I might
mean
watch a
something.
little bit tomorrow just to see how Jackson Dart does.
Yeah, it'll mean something when it comes September, and then hopefully it's not a short season. So, sticking with the NFL though. They made a major deal with ESPN this week. Excuse me. Can you talk real quick? Sorry. I
Okay.
was hoping you'd stall a little bit, but whatever.
Okay. Yeah, no. ESPN, like goodbye NFL Network, I heard, right?
Yeah, so the NFL and ESPN, they have this deal where yes, they are buying NFL Network. Um, and they're going to also control many of the NFL properties. I believe the only thing that they will not have control over is Red Zone and the NFL's website. But other like digital properties, I think are going to go to ESPN. I'm trying to get the full uh, uh sense of the deal. Um, ESPN will not control Red Zone. That will still be a NFL owned. However, ESPN will have distribution rights to linear television. So if you're on cable, the distribution will be controlled by ESPN, while the channel is going to be controlled by NFL. NFL Network is going to be wholly owned by ESPN. ESPN cannot will not add any programming to Red Zone Jam before Red Zone at 1 o'clock Sunday. That remains controlled by the NFL. Yep. ESPN linear, like I said, linear rights, not digital. Digital will stay with the NFL. So the NFL, if you're going to YouTube TV or um any cable subscription will be controlled by ESPN. If it's online, sort of like NFL Plus, that's still NFL controlling that.
Or the NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube.
Yeah, but Sunday Ticket is different from ESPN's deal. But yeah.
Because
Um,
I think if ESPN deal, that would probably be on Disney Plus.
right. Or ESPN Plus.
Because
Um,
ESPN is owned by Disney. So
right. The ESPN will acquire NFL's fantasy football game and merge it to its existing game. So they'll essentially be one official fantasy product of the NFL and now be through ESPN. So that's that's a major change there. Um, Obviously we don't care about it. We'll still do Yahoo, right? But
yeah, we do Yahoo.
right, uh but if you want like an official NFL fantasy site, it'll be through ESPN. NFL Network will continue to air 7 games a season. Those games have been mainly on international contests. Um, Now, because NFL controls NFL, sorry, because ESPN controls NFL Network, um, the NFL Network does not have a say. So the NFL no longer has a say over who broadcasts those content, so who's going to be like the commentators and stuff. So expect a lot of ESPN people to do a lot of NFL Network telecasts for football games. The deal will signal the end of Monday Night Football doubleheaders and staggered starts. Those 4 weeks of games airing simultaneously on ESPN, ABC will be no more. That's expected. Um,
But ESPN will still have Monday Night Football, right?
yes, and I believe ABC will as well. They just won't be like crazy double headers. The final deal ends with NFL Network airing 7 games, ESPN getting it 3 additional games, 25 to 28. So they're gonna get 28 games, and the NFL getting the right to air 4. Um, and there's much more of that deal. But the biggest part of it is the fact that NFL Network is going to be wholly owned by ESPN. So expect a lot of changes coming to that channel specifically. And then, of course, everyone was wondering what's going to happen with Red Zone. Again, Red Zone is going to be produced by the NFL, owned by the NFL. Um, and then distributed by ESPN on cable. So, uh, and then another big thing is that the NFL acquires stake in ESPN, which is what do you think about that? The NFL acquiring stake is like 10%.
Hey, you know what? But this really shows you that the NFL and the NBA are both ESPN's priorities right now.
Yeah,
Because we talked a few months ago how ESPN's not really doing any more MLB stuff.
right. Though they are in contract talks again, Major League Baseball and ESPN.
But
Um,
that really shows you, though, that the ESPN puts more focus on football and basketball,
yeah. I wonder if
baseball.
I think ESPN is going to be out of the baseball game. I really do. The more, I mean, and look, they could obviously come back, but let's see. 10% stake in a sports network for a sports league is fucking wild. Like, you're talking about a place where there's a lot of criticism of the NFL. Like a lot of criticism of the NFL takes place on ESPN and Fox and CBS and all these places, right? Can you
Yes.
imagine the owners having a 10% stake in that network? Like that's a big deal, you know?
Absolutely.
That is a big deal. Excuse me. But I wish we had like a sneeze or a cough button. I know we can mute ourselves, but
A two.
um That's a big deal. Like, can you imagine? I can't, if I'm trying to criticize the NFL, but the NFL owns me, like, you know,
You can't do that.
but
You
money
can't
talks,
do
right?
that. Sorry.
Money talks, though, right? Money talks.
Bullshit walks.
Oh man. Um,
In the words of a very underrated AC/DC song, money talks.
yep.
Listen to your money talk. Come on, come on.
Love that song, by the way.
Yeah, I think it's a very underrated AC/DC song, to be honest.
It's also one that I can understand. No offense to AC/DC.
I almost saw them in concert, Reg. Almost.
Oh,
I was
where?
okay. Okay, I went to Pittsburgh back in May. My original intention was,
Yeah, yeah.
Reg, you know the story. I was
No.
gonna go see them with my parents, but I ended up not going to the show because I ended up getting a very bad case of food poisoning.
Mm.
Don't order a French dip sandwich at Applebee's. That is my advice to you.
Or don't go back to that specific Applebee's.
In rural of nowhere, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania.
I am so sorry that happened to you. Like,
I'm not going to Applebee's for a while.
I wouldn't either.
I'm
First of all,
happy every time I see an Applebee's commercial, dude. I get PTSD.
yeah. For first things first, Applebee's is nothing special. You
No, it
know.
really isn't. It's yeah. Enjoy mediocre chain restaurant
Mhm.
food.
Yep.
Enjoy mediocre chain restaurant food.
Yeah. Buffalo Wild Wings is better than Applebee's.
Yeah, you know what? Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah, you know it's a slow news week when we're talking about food.
Hmm.
Um, I like their wings. Their regular food to me is kind of hit and miss.
Right.
Like I like I like their wings, but like I said, like their regular food is sort of hit and miss. Like their burgers and stuff are sort of hit and miss to me.
Okay. I like the mozzarella sticks that they offer at Buffalo Wild Wings.
I think their nachos are pretty good though.
Nachos are good. Obviously, the wings are top notch. Um, Now, of course, we can critique the sauces, but
All right, what if you get a choice of two sauces with okay, when you get a choice of sauces, what do you get?
I go with the dry rub.
Okay, you're a rub
Uh,
guy.
yeah. Any dry rub at Buffalo Wild Wings is good. And then I think I like their. Do they still have the garlic parmesan?
Oh, I get those. Those are so good.
Those are really good
I
at
love the
Buffalo
garlic
Wild Wings.
parm. I also get the Asian zing.
Okay, that's an interesting one.
I
Um,
also like last time I was there, I went last month, me and my brother met up with a friend. Um I ended up getting the garlic parm and I ended up getting the gem and jalapeno.
ooh, that's spicy. That is,
Yeah, I like you say, I like spicy,
I like it too. Yeah.
but I don't like it too. Like one time, shout out to my very good friend Justin Favaro. Justin, if you're watching this, we went to a couple of years ago. We went to B Dubs because we were inspired by Hot Ones. You know that
Yes.
thing on YouTube,
Love hot ones, bro.
and we ended up getting the blazing,
Okay. Oh, you went that really spicy route, you know?
bro. I gotta tell you, I was literally in so much pain because they were so hot. I was literally throwing water on me.
Right.
No, I literally had my cup of water. I was just throwing it on me.
God.
They all probably thought I lost my damn mind.
But it must have been so good though.
Define good.
Uh, well, here's the question.
Here's the answer.
Was it so spicy that you couldn't enjoy it?
I think it was because it
Okay.
was. I was in tears, literal
Yeah.
tears.
So that's the problem with spicy food. You have to enjoy it while also getting the spice
Like
going.
jalapeno stuff with
Mm,
jalapenos on it, I can enjoy.
yes.
But if you're putting like ghost pepper, or if you have you ever
Mhm.
seen that SpongeBob episode with the hot sauce when they're like, "I declare this drop to be very, very hot."
Yeah,
Like if it's that, then it's not enjoyable anymore.
right.
You're like just eating it and hoping that you don't die.
Mhm. Yeah, that's the thing with me. It's like, if it's look, obviously you want the spice to be on the tongue and everything. No more than the tip of your throat. That's where I start to not enjoy spicy food, you know? But it can't be so spicy that you can't enjoy it. Because then that's where he loses the lust a little bit. You want to be able to taste the food and it has to taste good. But yeah, that's where I stand on that.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, so yeah, NFL and ESPN.
Mhm.
Sorry. Sorry, we got distracted by talking about food. You know we're having a slow day.
Yeah, it's all good. ESPN, it's an interesting deal. I'm a
I think
little
so.
concerned about the 10% stake in the company. And again, I know it's not much, but and by the way, they also got an equity stake in that Skydance CBS deal, the Paramount. Like ESPN partially owns CBS as well. So, yikes. Um,
Yeah, that freaking don't get me started on that. Because that means bye-bye Colbert.
By the way, what kind of bull crap is that?
I know.
I'm sorry. And look, I'm not gonna proclaim myself as a fan of Stephen Colbert because I don't watch him. I know I'm
I've watched clips of him,
gonna
and there are times I do like him. I think he's a
yeah.
smart dude.
Yeah, and look, I've seen some of the things. Most of the things I've watched with Colbert was just from his last show, the Colbert Report on Comedy Central, which is also owned by the same company that he currently has his late night talk show on now. Um, but um, that's where I got the first dose of Colbert. I never really
I
watched.
remember watching the Colbert Report on Comedy Central.
Yeah, I never really watched his show on CBS. So I can't proclaim myself as a fan of his. But I think what the Paramount did was fucking stupid. And
And why did you settle on that lawsuit? You
yeah,
know he was
and
wrong. You know Trump was wrong.
yeah. And politics aside, it's just dumb. Like, what are you doing? And I get it, the late night sphere is different. It's no longer as popular on linear television, but he's still number one. And his social media presence, his YouTube presence, his everything has been top notch. So you can't just take something away that's been good for your company and what are you going to replace it with? That's my question.
You
It,
know what I think they should do?
yeah.
Here's what I think they should do. They should turn it into a, maybe he should do a podcast. Maybe he should do a YouTube show.
Mhm. Yeah.
Advertisers will back him 100%.
Bring back the Colbert Report as a podcast. I think that'd be great.
Yeah, but
John Stewart does it.
but also this Paramount thing, Jon Stewart's starting to freak out too because Comedy Central is also owned by Paramount.
That's my point. It's like, hmm,
Like Jon Stewart saying, "Hey, I could be next."
yeah. By the way, John Stewart, who's been critical of both parties, by the way, you know, for those of you that follow politics, I don't follow as closely as they should. Um, which is ironic because I work in DC, right? And DC is
Yeah.
all about the politics, you know.
Yeah. You know what? Our listeners are probably thinking, oh my God, these guys are talking about Applebee's, Buffalo Wild Wings, Paramount. They're now talking politics. Oh my God, get down to sports. Like I said, it's a slow day, slow week. July and August usually are, and I'm on my own. Um,
Sorry. It was quick.
and when July and August usually are slow.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you have baseball and nothing else. And baseball is easy to talk about. But when it's the only thing, it's like, okay, well, that's boring. You know?
Hey, only a little less than only 30 more days until football season starts.
Yep.
So that's coming soon. Okay, so bro, is it time for a top five?
It's time for a top five.
Top
Top
five!
five.
Like I said, we didn't hire people to write that. We don't have money.
Top five. All right, Billy boy. This is my little masterpiece. Kind of boring, but kind of not. Uh, we are celebrating nicknames today. The best player nicknames. Top five, Billy Boy.
Top five!
Um, so any big time athlete with a big time nickname attached to his brand. What's the best? I'll start. Number five. We he was our biggest foe for the longest time. But Big Poppy.
Ooh, yes.
Big Poppy, baby. David Ortiz. Um, look, his size obviously was big. And obviously Poppy, that's self-explanatory to us Latinos, But the fact of the matter is, he was always a big dominant threat, and that nickname just made sense. His power, his the way he feared a lot of opposing pitchers, a lot of opposing teams, opposing managers, it fit perfect. That's my number five.
All right. My number five is Prime Time by Deion Sanders. Is because when he was back
One.
in the day, that shows you he was really in his prime, and they call him Coach Prime right now in the NFL, but not in the NFL in Colorado. So yeah, I don't really think he's that great of a coach, but I love that name, Prime Time, because he's at his prime and it's
Right.
time. Yeah, I
Uh,
kind of BS my way through that, but hey, I'm honest with you people.
oh, Jesus.
And the people like honesty, last I checked. All right, go to your number four.
My number four. The juice is loose. OJ Simpson, baby. The fact that you would say the juice, like it's first of all, it's kind of corny, but at the same time, like it was so magical and really relevant to what his brand was. And then obviously with all of his controversy and stuff, uh it just it resonated so much with his branding throughout his career and also post career. So OJ Simpson, the juice, my number four.
Funny thing about OJ Simpson, last week I saw the new Naked Gun movie.
Okay.
And for those of you who don't remember, OJ was in the Naked Gun.
Yeah.
there's this scene where the characters who are playing the sons of the characters from the first movie, so Liam Neeson is playing Leslie Nielsen's son, and some other guy is playing one of the other guy's sons. And when they go to the wall for O.J. Simpson's character, his son in the movie looks and goes, "Now, hey, at least they acknowledge he was in the movies, though."
Right.
Because as you've noticed, since he's died, they're trying to basically erase OJ from existence.
Which you can't do. It's impossible, you know?
Like every time it's the SBs or the BETs.
Yeah.
No, because the BETs, I think they put him in the in memoriam,
Yeah.
and Ron Goldman's father had a heart attack.
He's a hater. Look, I understand he killed his son, but bro, it's over, man. Like he's dead. You can go the rest of your life without hating him. It's over.
Like, listen, I understand where Fred Goldman's father is coming from. Like, the guy killed his son,
Yeah,
and I get it. But at the end of the day, sorry, this isn't going to bring your son back to life.
it's not
And listen, as much as OJ was a shitty person, I'm not going to sit here and pretend he was a saint,
right.
but he is a part of NFL history.
He's a part of NFL history.
And we can't, as much, as bad as the things he did, we can't erase him
Yeah,
and pretend he didn't exist. So that's why I think the ESPYs were wrong to do it. That's why I think NFL Honors was wrong to not include him in the in memoriam.
yeah,
And like, yeah, but nah, I see it. The juice is loose.
yeah, baby.
Okay, my number four is Roger Clemens, the Rocket,
Okay, I like that. I like
because
that.
he threw that ball so quick, it was like a rocket shooting. It was like a rocket just shooting up into space because he threw that ball quick.
Mhm.
And I remember, do you remember the brief time when Roger Clemens came back to the Yankees?
Yes.
And the day he was there, like when they announced that he was being re-signed, they were playing in Yankee Stadium, music-wise, they were playing the song Rocket Man by Elton John.
Mm,
So yeah, that's my number four is Roger the Rocket Clemens.
that's a good one.
Okay.
All right.
Number three, go.
Number three, the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace for sure. Um, yeah, man. The fact that to this day, after his death, we're still talking about the Mamba mentality, like in itself, it's one of the greatest nicknames ever. You know, first of all, he owned it. He played like it. He was incredible. And people would use it. They would take it and sort of create like their own version of Mamba, you know, out of Kobe Bryant. So that in itself is literally part of the reason why he's on my top five. And it's I miss Kobe Bryant to this day, man. Like, I think Kobe Bryant's death is one of the things that for the rest of my life I will never get over that he's gone.
No, that shocked me, trust me.
Yeah,
Okay. You ready for my number three?
go for it.
Okay, another controversial figure. Big Mac, Mark McGuire.
I love Big Mac. What are you talking about?
Eh, Well, you know. mm,
Yeah, but who cares?
But we, the baseball writers, do not want him in the Hall of Fame. We need to protect the integrity of this wonderful game.
Yeah, but we grew up watching Mark McGuire, even though we were little.
And
We
when we die, Rob Manfred's going to come to our funeral and say lovely things about us that we protected the integrity of baseball.
know, look, Mark McGuire was a tremendous power hitter.
Oh, he was.
And look, I know he turned on the Jets later in his career, but he was a great player, great hitter. Um, he's a very smart baseball guy too. Um, like he's a good baseball person. And yes, he made the mistake of taking steroids, but that should not limit him from any type of baseball royalty. Like he helped save the game. Let's be real
He
about it.
did.
He
If you
helped
watch
save the
that
game.
30 for 30, I forgot what the name of it was, but the 30 for
Long,
30,
long gone summer.
yeah, Long Gone Summer, the home run chase between McGuire and Sosa, that saved baseball because that was
And
in the aftermath of
yeah,
the 94 strike when people were like ready to say to hell with you.
yeah. And let's be honest. This whole idea that Bud Selig, he knew what was going on. He knew exactly what was going on. He allowed the steroids to happen because it was saving his game. It wasn't until Congress started getting involved and uh all these survey testing agencies and all that stuff, they started getting involved and the scrutiny behind the steroids. That's where it all fell apart. But you know, Bud Selig was definitely okay with steroids. And the fact that he's in the Hall of Fame, but Mark Guire isn't, is bullshit.
It is. Yeah, but no. Big Mac and plus just the name of that. That sounds like someone you
Mac,
don't want to mess around with. And again,
Mac,
McGuire saved baseball.
yeah. Like Big Mac is it's a great name because of that. Like again, you're talking about the feared hitters, Bill.
Hmm.
Who's a feared hitter?
Okay, so that's my number three, Big Mac. All right, who's your number two, Reg?
My number two is Air Jordan. Mike.
Oh,
Yeah. Thank you, Nike. Um,
I agree.
yeah, no, it's self-explanatory. That man was all over the floor, shooter, dunker, you name it. Michael Jordan, still to me, I don't know if I would say the greatest because we've seen better basketball players since then, but arguably the greatest player to play the game, Michael Jordan, Air Jordan.
All right. Well, since you have one person who's part of the debate, I have the other one,
Mhm.
King James,
Okay, I like King James.
LeBron. Listen, I know certain people have certain feelings about LeBron, boo, hiss, whatever. But LeBron he makes that court his kingdom.
Okay.
That that is a name that I think is very fitting for him because when he is on that court, you know he is the king.
Hmm.
And you know he's gonna sink those buckets like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
And regardless how you feel about LeBron, you gotta tip your hat in respect to this man.
Yeah.
So that's why I say long live King James.
Hmm.
And no, we're not going to get into who's the GOAT, Michael Jordan or LeBron James. We'll be here forever. All right. Reggie, number one.
My number one, I know I have a lot of basketball guys, but you have to understand, basketball was the first sport I played and loved, right? Even though baseball is my favorite. Um, Magic, Magic Johnson.
Okay.
He was truly, truly electric on that court. You always like 6'9". He had the assist leader for for many of his years playing the game and won a bunch of championships. Like this man was truly magic. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful name to give yourself. And really, and his brand took a it has a life of its own. It's amazing. Magic, my number one. It's gorgeous.
Magic.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what my number one is?
What's your number one?
The Great Bambino.
Okay.
George Herman Babe Ruth.
Bambino, baby. Yeah.
Because when you hear that name, you are dealing with the best of the best.
Right.
People can fight to the cows come home, but Babe Ruth was the man. He was the greatest player in baseball.
Hmm.
He was the one that you will hear the most about in baseball history. And
Yeah.
just when you hear that name, the Bambino, you know, he has not just a baseball icon, but an American icon. But American icon as well. Because even after baseball, he still worked around. And there was actually when during World War II, I'm sure you probably saw this on the Yankeeography. Babe Ruth made a video, saying to those soldiers who were about to go off to war, he said, I just want to say thank you and may God bless you and may God and hope you all return home safe and fighting for our country. Thank you. Like they had Babe Ruth, an American. That shows you he's not just a baseball hero, he's an American hero. And the Bambino, that shows you that that is a title that will never be taken over again.
Yeah. That or Babe, you know, but you went the Bambino route, which I think is a better route. But
Yeah, the Bambino. And there was a curse that haunted a certain city for 86 years over that. And
exactly.
listen, all you Red Sox fans, you can just flash 2004 all you want. But remember, as we always say, it might sound petty of us, Reg, at least it didn't take us 86 years to win a World Series.
No, sir.
It didn't take us 86 years to win a World Series.
Yeah,
So, you can flash your ring all you want, but remember, it didn't take us 86 years.
exactly. Um, couple of honorable mentions. Beast Mode from Marshawn Lynch.
Okay, that's awesome.
Um, I love the kid with Ken Griffey.
Hmm.
Love that. Um, Prime Time Sanders. The only reason why I didn't go with Dion is because um, while the nickname is, it's cool, it's not great, but it's an honorable mention. It's definitely something that's has a big life of its own. The Greek freak himself, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Um, yeah, those are my big ones.
Okay, so I think that is our top five.
Yeah, that is our top five. Good top five. Yeah, I think your list was great.
Hey, your list was pretty good too.
Yeah.
So next week, yeah, we gave you two this week because we didn't do one last week, so we kind
Right.
of put this one together at the last minute.
Exactly. We'll take a break Monday, thank God. We'll be back with another top five on Friday. We got one in store that we're gonna have a lot of arguing over.
Yes, we are.
I think this is gonna be our first top five where we're gonna be wrestling over it, you know? Like
Oh yeah. Should we tell them or should we keep them in
I
suspense?
think we should keep it in suspense a little
We're
bit.
gonna keep them in suspense.
Yeah.
Keep you all in suspense. All right, folks. So I think that's our show for today. Um,
Um, we appreciate you, we love you, and we thank you for always joining us. If you like what you see, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can press that button for the notifications, and you can log on to our website. Bill, we got a lot of blogs and vlogs going out there right now via the network's YouTube and the
yeah,
web.
yeah, and I know I'm a little delayed on this, but I'm gonna get my new coach and hire tier list out soon.
You know, it better be a good coaching tier list because, we've been waiting too long for it, you know?
Yeah, just stuff came up. This super review show stuff, work, girlfriend.
Yeah. By the way, shout out to the Super Review Show. They had their show 2 nights ago, right?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah. So I watched part of it. It was funny.
Did you see what it was?
Uh, to see what it was. I didn't go too far, to be honest. I was working.
Yeah. What we did, and I think this is appropriate to bring up because next week is the 60th anniversary of a certain concert that took place at Shea Stadium.
Oh, the Beatles.
Yeah, this past Wednesday we did our top 10 underrated Beatles songs.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's
Do
a,
me
I
a
would
favor, people.
if I would have known that, I probably would have participated in that. That is a good list.
I'll tell you this. Don't ever ask me what my favorite Beatles song is because that is like the hardest question anyone could ask me.
Well, the Beatles are iconic. They have so many good songs that all age well. Let's be honest about that.
Oh yeah, they have. They have.
No,
Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, so check that out if you have a chance. Also, we forgot to thank them in the beginning. We apologize, but thank you to the Dugout of Millwood for being our sponsor.
yes. Um, yeah, don't worry about old Ops guy. I didn't mean to forget it.
Yeah. So from both of us here, stay safe and take care.
This has been the Sports Sanity Podcast, again, sponsored by the Dugout of Millwood. 436 in the books. Follow
Go
our
Books.
social. We appreciate you. We love you. We thank you. Monday pod. Stay tuned.